Lockbars are working. So that's how they play people, right? That's, we believe the refinery is now 90% working, ready. So 90%, and it's going to begin operation before the end of the year. Before. Oh my show. Anyway, let's stay a little bit in Rivers, because this one seems to be a funny one to me. Very funny in the sense that when Wike was governor of Rivers State, Fubara was the accountant general of Rivers State. He personally was not accused of stealing, but Wike, normal, Wike was supposed to be arrested the day he handed over to anybody, the day he lost his immunity. But thank God for the emergence of Tifnumbu. He quickly has a place to hibernate for now. Because you see, before the 2023 Sharit elections, Wike, who happened to be like that of Lagos, you know that in Lagos, it is whatever the alphabet tells you that they generated from IGR is what the rest of you will be repeating. Lagos now generates over 30 billion a month. Are you sure that is actually what Lagos generates? Or how much they tell you they generate? So let's go back to Rivers. As far back as 2022, because the Bokowaris EFCC couldn't get to Wike because of immunity, they had to declare Fubara wanted. The man who knows where the bodies were buried, where the monies went, the one doctoring the figure and giving Wike a clean bill of health. The accountant general of Rivers State, Simenai Fubara, he was declared wanted by the EFCC. Baba, 1 year, put it this way, 14 months before the end of Wike's tenure, Fubara and his wife and his family, they had to remain inside the government house of Rivers State to avoid any arrest. These are open secrets. It's all because of money. The day that after Wike has sort of secured every sort of opposition to his anointed candidate, Fubara, the rumor then was EFCC knew that maybe Fubara will come to PDP secretariat to come and either pick up his governorship form or submit the governorship form in person. We arrest him that day. So Wike, if you go and look at the video, Wike was acting like the bodyguard of Fubara that day. And that is why it is paining Wike so bad that he did everything to cover his ass and make Fubara governor only because he asked for 30%. 30%. Fubara refused. Does Fubara know that? Shebi Fubara knows that we did not tell the Rivers State people how much money we are actually generating. Because it is not like as if Fubara attracted some foreign investors who have created more jobs, and then people are paying more taxes and businesses are paying more taxes in Rivers State. No. The guy just stopped giving the money or stopped giving Caesar what Caesar thought is the 30% of the River State money. And just less than a year, Team Fubara has come out to tell everybody that, listen, I have more money to spend now, guys. Shebi, we told you that the monthly IGR of River State was 12 billion naira every month. Well, I have done something better. It is now 27 billion a month. That is massive. Far double what they usually declared. But is this a good thing? According to Fubara, he is not sharing this with anybody. And that has made him bold enough to award awarded several projects with the weakest local government area to the tune of 6 billion naira. See, all this I'm saying to you, right? They are just like the prologue. There's no miracle done. Somebody who was taking something just decided not to give that again. Now you will understand why with the wicked we do everything to. Listen to Fubara. What's the magic? River State people, it's like your money is finally being kind of, maybe not everything, but a substantial part of it is now available. Hold Fubara now.
When I was appointed the Accountant General of the state, from the moment I assumed that position on the 1st of January 2020, the position of our state changed. We started recording the best reporting of accounting report in Nigeria. You can go and check. Our record improved. We had nothing to hide because we understand the numbers and the presentations were very clear to everybody. So, what does it reflect? It means that transparency is there. Accountability speaks when your reporting are in order. Because it shows judicious use of resources without fear. Honestly, when you're reporting, it shows that, look, your records are in order. And those were the services we rendered to the immediate past administration. No matter the challenges we're facing today, our eyes will still be on the ball. We will not lose focus. We have promised our people that our government will be a government of the people. We care for the people. The people is the most important thing. I read a book who said, what was the strength of Rome? The strength of Rome was just the people. When you have the people, you have everything. Yeah. It doesn't matter the high or mighty, the number of policemen that you men you carry around. The people is the most important thing. Because the people are the ones who in their subunits control people, who at the end control other people, at the end makes the decision when the time comes. It's not the policeman, it's not the army, it's not the escort, it is the people. So our concern is the people. When we came on board, we had a very big challenge. For 11 years, there was no promotion in this state. So imagine a government that inherited about 52,000 civil servants, and you had to pay them because what we were paying before I came in was an average of 5.3. Let us even do 25% of it across board. It can't be anything less than 8 point something. Is it not? That is what we started paying. How much is our allocation? So we need to think outside the box. That was where we now did a rejig of our internal revenue. And I can tell you today, all the projects we're doing, we don't borrow. We are very transparent. We are not hiding anything. That is why I boldly will say it. The least we do this period is 26, 27. The highest they were doing before is 12 and 13. You're not going to take the money from me now, so why would I tell you? It's for the people. And we'll make sure that we deploy this fund to the people. We'll make sure that we apply these funds areas that will bring positive change. Education, healthcare, agriculture. We'll also do a few roads, but the most important thing is these three items. That is the only way we can save ourselves from this present situation of hardship. Save ourselves from this issue of societal ill. You call it cultism, whatever you call it. If there is no good education, education is the only way we can go to instrument we can use to fight it. And we need the healthcare. You need to be alive to even drive a good car on the road. You can imagine how much we spend in medical tourism. So those are.
Fubara. If is sincere, it is actually a good thing. Okay? Because imagine from 12, 13 billion to 27 billion. That's a lot of money. And if it is indeed used for you, I mean, when Wiki was keeping away a lot of money from River State, a lot of it. River State currently is in debt of over 300 billion naira. It is moderate. It's not that bad, except the fact that the money was borrowed and then looted, stolen. The noise when Wiki has been shouting and everywhere, people have come out to say is the worst of all those who have been in charge of River State. Like he's actually absolute worst. But that's not the impression out there, Abby. That's not the impression. With a Wiki Mr. Flyover 1, flyover 2, flyover 3, flyover 4, flyover number 5, flyover number 6. You remember that? The guy didn't do any single promotion for all the civil servants in the state for 8 years. Prior to that, Rotifmi, Amechi, Ubima Judas Iscariot did not do any promotion in River State for 3 years. Plus, with the weekends, making it 11 years of no promotion. People were just being paid the same salary scale. And guess what? Where the weekend was a money bag. Oh, you saw this confidence you are witnessing. It's because where the weekend was so loaded that other governors look like other governors. They feel like boy to him. They say with the weekend alone, during his time, at the peak of his power, he himself was sponsoring over 15 people to be governors. He was sponsoring 15 governorship elections in Nigeria. In the north, in the west, in the east, in the south, because they went to him. Obaseki is a regular customer now. They go to him, there is money. So we can be able to now say, this is how it's going to be done. This is how it's been done. We'll give you 2 billion. I'll give you 2 billion. Okay? You will win, don't worry. After that, you settle the INEC, you settle this, and then you settle the judges. That's it. Wike is the only state governor that could actually mobilize other state governors for their own elections at the peak of his reign in River State. So the guy talks all the time, as if to say he's indirectly talking back at Wike. Here you get, like, I mean, I will tell you how much we are now making. Not that we did anything special. It's just that I am special. I am Fubara. I've always been helping to improve the IGR of these states. But now, nobody's taking the money from us. So I've got 27 billion. And I could do everything without even borrowing a dime. Not because Reafy saved money, just because Reafy stopped taking money. That's it. And I have seen some of the Agbadorians who have actually condemned him. He is such a very, very ungrateful person. Somebody made you a governor. Didn't you know what you are going into? Did the Fubara not know what he was signing up for? Agbado, ẹ̀yin Agbadorian, ẹ̀yin ló ṣe àjíyàjẹ, born to suffer heady. I told you, majority of you are not really because you don't like, you hate corruption or hate this. No, it's because you are not benefiting from it. Nigerians, there are Nigerians who probably felt like he's ungrateful. I don't like ungrateful people. So they would have been sharing the money. So if Fubara is using the money for you, River people, if you now they watch me from Rivers and you are not a PDP, guy, what do you call it, a member, a Riverian, you are there from River State. Tell me, is it true that Fubara is now using your money for you that you can see? Or all these things are just to rubbish with a wiki? Because now we know that Reafy is absolute trash. Do we actually know, or is, I don't know, don't worry. Let's go to the another one. Today, the 2 weeks wet run, I mean a dry run for the Nigerian Naira, the artificial buyback, the voodoo economy of Kadobi, Oduduwa, Emefiole. It seems to be kind of like either they are like taking a break, like they want to take a break, like let's take a break. And they've taken a break for just about less than 24 hours. And the Nigerian Naira have started taking another turn. Remember, people were kind of wondering that which kind of economy be this? The dollar is coming down. The price of food commodity is going up. Food inflation is now higher, 40%. What is all this? People were not sure, but there were rumors that price of bag of rice is kind of has come down, right? From 80,000 down to 54,000, 56,000. That's some fair thing, even though it's probably you need to even go more. But the shocker is that today, from 1,100 Naira or 1,070 Naira to $1, where some even said they got it 2 days ago for 950 Naira to $1, from the places where Kadobi gave them dollars. But if you couldn't get from where Kadobi gave them dollars, 1,365 Bureau de Changes collects money, $10,000 each from Kadobi every day during the time of their dry run, in order to determine how much they will sell the dollars. Since the demand at the time is not really that much, they were able to pump out. At a point, they spent $69 million given to the Bureau de Change in Nigeria in a space of 4 days. 4 days, $69 million. So that's the money that was sold for 950, 1,000, 1,100. So it's like the money is not being shared again in the last 24 hours. Because more people couldn't get the cheap one. The available one has now affected the overall exchange rate again. And if nothing is done, if they don't pump out more of that dollars in this coming week, we may begin to have another problem of, and this time around, still, you were all watching how the Naira from 1,900 Naira to $1 when Kadobi and his gang started their voodoo artificial Nigerian Naira fighting back. And from 1,900 Naira, let's even say, come down straight to 1,100 Naira. But you remember when these criminals came in from, when they exchanged the baton with each other, right? The Nigerian Naira to $1 was 710 Naira to $1. Now, 710 Naira to $1, IMF that brags that they were the one who advised Tinubu to remove subsidy. The moment the announcement was made, everything else just went south. Then the dollar jumped straight to 1,900 in the space of 8 months. Then they decided to start kind of like selling the cheap dollars to see if they can break the market and all of that. And I said they will need a lot of dollars to actually continue to break it, since the Naira that is fighting back is not because of increased electricity, increased production, increased job creation, or anything at all, or increased exportation. It was just these guys who decided to go and take part of your foreign reserve and use a fraction of that to to sell at their own subsidized rate, 1,100. When they remove subsidy, a bag of rice jumped from 30,000 naira to over 80,000 naira. Remember? A liter of petroleum also jumped from 167 naira to over 650 naira. That happened because of that singular announcement. It's been 2 weeks now that since Nigeria Naira and this artificial buyback has been taking place. It has taken them more than 2 weeks for the bag of rice to come down from 80,000 to 56,000 naira. Now, if this, listen to me very well, if the buyback they were doing, all these cheap dollars they were subsidizing, that they possibly just stopped, the demand to override the supply in the last 24 hours, and the price did not change again. Now, you see, it took them more than 2 weeks for the price to come down. Now, if this thing, if they don't quickly pump out more dollars now that they can sell for 900, that'd be 800, that'd be 1,000. If this thing lasts for another 48 hours, Baba, the bag of rice that spent 2 weeks before it come down to 56,000, it will shock you. Say if it jumps straight away down to 100,000, 105,000, 110,000 naira in the next 1 week. And I keep saying this to you. This is not even a wish. This voodoo economy will bring out the beast in you. I say, this voodoo economy will bring out the beast in us. This balablu economy will bring out the beast in you. Because they deceive you so well that they ask you to start clapping and begin to, they were even demanding that they needed a medal for bringing down for destroying your economy, and destroyed your, what you call that again, standard of living. And then they wanted you to celebrate them once when they brought their voodoo rates down through the back door abracadabra buyback. That does not really reflect with anything in the economy activities. Nigerians are so poor right now. Nigerians are like destitute. Oh my God, I'm destitute. If you like, say, may you go to the refugee camps. Refugee camp where people come in to give people support. And then you see the number and you said, what kind of business can I do here? What kind of business can I do with these people? I must see number. Maybe I should start food business. Now, starting food business is not a problem because people need to eat. But the problem is that the people that cannot afford to buy the food, what use is their number? Country of 210 million people. 145 to 150 million of them are living in multi-dimensional poverty, extreme poverty, till describe. And they still want you to think giant of Africa. Giant of Africa, the giant of, the highest concentration of destitutes. Nigerians have been made so poor that they could barely afford any real thing. Right? The number is no longer a blessing. It has become a curse. How do you feed them? How do you provide health care for them? How do you keep them safe? These are supposed to be the priority, but it's not their priority. It has never been. And that is why they can play with your lives, gamble with it, and begin to ask you to, are you not happy? Are you not happy that the Naira is coming down? The time the Naira is going up, you are talking and talking. Oh, short dead, ye. Now so you read it, Tony. Do you think life is all about what you want to hear? Okay, yeah, now you are hearing it to Nigeria Naira to dollar is now 400 Naira. Would that make you happy? When people can still afford, they can never afford. Like more and more people are falling into the bracket of those that cannot afford to buy basic things. And these guys are gambling with your lives. They are gambling with your savings. They are gambling with your investment. They are gambling with your insurance. They are gambling with your health. They are gambling with your life. And they can keep doing it back and forth, because they can count on you that you are going to wish them well. You are going to believe what they say. And you are going to pray that what they are saying, may God help them. And the moment they fail you, shameless you will be looking for who to gaslight. And there's something they say, the dildo of consequences is highly and well lubricated. As they say that bad governance is a stray bullet. It doesn't discriminate. It's the same thing with the dildo of consequences. It is well lubricated.